today I'm here to react to episode 5 of season 2 of Nancy Drew. This is actually, I read online, what was supposed to be the season 1 finale, so it will be wrapping up mainly everything with the Igleika, obviously leaving some loose ends to continue on in the next season, but the main storyline will be wrapping up with that, which I gotta say I'm pretty excited about because it's been dragging on just a tad long, and I feel like that is probably because it wasn't how the season was supposed to go. Like, I feel like if this was like a last like little mini chunk kind of mystery of season 1, it wouldn't feel like it's so dragged out as opposed to being like the main thing of season 2, you know, like the first thing you go into it. So I don't want to get too upset with them because this isn't obviously their original arc, but I will be glad to see it in the rearview mirror. Heck yeah. Yeah, that I would not want to be. Is that place ever open now? I feel like it's like a joke at this point. Like, how are they staying afloat, not afoot? Is that? Oh my god, it's my two favorite dad detectives. I love them. I love it. This is what gets them to stop fighting and team up. I could see him at a Starbucks, honestly. I was just thinking that. Of course she saw them. She's Nancy Drew. I don't even know like what we were expecting. Oh, I forgot about that. Ryan's like, act casual. We're just here, you know, pulled over at the Historical Society. The way she knocks, like, I see you. He does? I don't think it's weird. Was that Carson? I was like, I have a dustbuster. I think they're bonding. It's so cute. I love that he personally does it. Like, he's so into his car and like being clean that like he doesn't hire someone to do it. He has a vacuum and cleans it himself. Yeah, whoever's the first one got the short stick. Like, I feel really bad. Ace, why was he dropping it? You can't waste it. Is Beth in her house or Nancy's? I'm confused because I always thought it was in the Marvin's house, but I forgot she lives at Nancy's house. So it's like, please don't burn my house down on top of you dying. I'm sorry, but should they all be on the phone? Like, I feel like you should be 100% present and like looking at everything. Like, this ghost pops up from nowhere and they're just gonna be on the phone being like, yeah, like, I would. No, focus. What? Do you think it's a brother? Because people think he's a Hardy, and that would be a really good way to bring it in. Is he could be one of the Hardys, and then the other brother could be in witness protection program. That makes sense too if he has a brother in witness protection program. Why his dad is so like protective of him. Oh my gosh, this girl's a klepto. I knew we knew it, but before I thought it was just because she needed stuff. I didn't know like it's an actual like she has to take it. The fact that stealing a dead woman's ring and then her ghost coming back to haunt you and almost kill you didn't deter her from stealing other things is not a good sign. Uh-oh. Oh, that's so creepy. Alright, hang up the phone now and pay attention, please. Especially Ace. He's not even facing the meat hook. Oh, she came for Nancy first. Oh, shite. Well, you could have sat on a bench or something. You didn't have to be right on the cliff just waiting for her to push you. Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. Maybe her dads are still following her and they're gonna come save her. Okay, it's gonna lock you in there. I wouldn't step in if I were you. Yeah, you could see that coming. Oh, nice! She lowers it down for you too, just in case you somehow forgot what was coming. It reminds me of the freaking, have you ever seen the SpongeBob episode where they play the hook and like they just tug it and then it goes flat? Like, it looks so much like that. Oh, they're first. Did they just drop the sand when they hugged each other? I hope not, right? If I were them, I'd have it in like a solo cup just to be ready to throw, you know? I'm not trusting it in my hand. Behind. It's always behind. She's gonna be behind them. Told you. It's always behind. Oh gosh. The thing that I don't get is how does this one make sense? Like the rest of them, like whenever they report them, they're like freak accident. But how do you say there's a freak accident of you? Like, is she gonna push the car into the water? Like, it's weird. Also, he had a roof in his thing that whole time, and they were freaking out. They never told us that. Oh my gosh, this poor girl is still hanging off a cliff, and it hasn't even come for her. If it came for her, she'd be dead. If she was the first one, it would have just been like, whoosh. She's just going back to regroup. There's no way if they killed her. Yeah, I don't see no dead fish mermaid body flying out of there, so I don't think she's good. No. I think she's just weakened and now going back to regroup. Come on, Nancy. Kip. Kip, girl. I say this like I would have any upper body strength. I can't believe, no, I really thought her dads were going to come to save her. I can't believe she did it on her own. But again, I guess that's the point, right? The strength was in her all along. Oh gosh, she can change the vision. Oh, cool. So she's like, you guys wanted to all divide and conquer? I'll come get you all at once. Big time. You always know when it's like 30 minutes left of a show, they didn't kill it. Hardy boys, I'm telling you, they're coming. We still don't know Ace's last name, right? But does that mean, like, why? They don't know each other, but he knows that he has a brother who's in witness protection program. This could also be, I know they're introducing a new series, like some Tom person that's connected to this universe. Maybe that's a way that they could bring him in. But I just have a feeling with everyone thinking that he's a Hardy Boy and like Nancy and one of the Hardy Boys having a thing in the books. Like, I just think this is their way of bringing it in. I mean, I get where she's coming from, but like, people get adopted all the time. The circumstances of her birth were not great, but like, would you ever ask someone that who's like adopted? Like, aww. That's what I think she's sewing up on, like the biology and stuff. It's like who you love isn't blood. Sometimes it's who raised you and who loved you. Aww, that's the first time she's intentionally called him dad since everything. I mean, I feel like Ryan is her dad, but like Ryan's always been Ryan and Carson's always been dad. So like, I'm cool if like she continues calling them, or if she calls them both dad. I mean, having two dads is dope, right? Imagine the amount of dad jokes she would get, especially if Ryan is one of your dads. Oh, okay, I gotcha. But then what attacked her that first time that made her like freak out and disappear? Oh gosh, the scene is so creepy. It's just like so subtle and so French and so just like in you. Behind you, it's always behind. You put your back to the wall in horror games for this exact reason. Like, who wants to bet $10 she's gonna be behind them? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sad that like she was supposed to go for her love and she got killed on the like this life. The more you learn about it, it's just so tragic. Oh my gosh, Ace, is he okay? What the heck? Nick just gets up in French like this beautiful poem. Gosh, can we turn the lights on so I can see a little better about what's going on? It's like solidifying like a goo monster. Gross. Oh my gosh, it's Odette. She's been like trapped in there this whole time. It's literally like Moana with the Takai and I can't think of the other one's name, but how like it was trapped. Like, I always thought she had turned into the Igleika, but like she kind of had, but there was a piece of her that was still down there. She was a full ass person, and now she's just become this one thing. Well, she would have been forgotten had this plan not worked, because if you understand it, they really didn't leave any contingencies behind, so like her story would still be told even if they didn't survive. Which I feel like is an oversight on their part, but I'll let it slide. They had a lot going on. Can we help Agnes now? I still feel bad for her from the last episode, just trapped down in a basement. The heck? Well, let's do a head count first, because right now I only see Nick, Bess, and Nancy. Oh. That's bad, but like we can get her to a hospital. I feel like they're panicking. Just like throw her in the car. She's like bleeding out. I'm like, that's manageable. Wait, why did they pull it out? That's like, you never ever pull the thing. That's keeping the insides in. Why would they pull it out? Like, I feel like they're smarter to know that you leave that in. Also, throw her in. I don't care if the landlines are down. Like, it was just this, like, cafe that was affected. Throw her in the car and drive her to the ambulance. If they had left the thing in, she probably would have had time to get there. I'm pissed. I get they have a lot going on, but like there were many better ways we could have handled this. She's gonna go and release something now that's probably gonna be 10 times worse than the thing we just got done with. Like, you don't bring someone back from the dead without there being consequences. People don't come back the same. Because they brought Ace back technically, but he wasn't actually dead. He was just lost. He was about to die, but they got it before. I feel like I wouldn't want to be friends with them. Like, as much as I like them, their solutions to things are always ghost problems. Like, they took that thing out of her when they should have left it in, and then they could have thrown her in the truck and gone to the hospital, and she would have been fine. But instead, they pulled it out, and now Nancy's like, we gotta find a ghost to save this, which I get that, like, this is the only way that, like, you could convince me that, like, they would, again, get involved with ghosts is if, like, something dangerous happened. But it's also like, what are you doing? You're endangering the whole town now. Oh my gosh, poor Hannah, too. If Hannah dies because of what Nancy did, I'm gonna be pissed. I feel like she's peripheral enough that, like, she's not a main character. You'd be so sad if she died. But, like, I would be pissed. Yeah, this is a bad idea. She's not gonna come back the same, even if she thinks she is. Like, I just don't trust this. There's a reason that thing was locked up, is all I'm saying. Oh no, she's going off by her own. She's gonna go, like, throw up something Will Byers style, isn't she? Be like, there's no way. There's no way she's not affected. And I feel like Nancy would have thought of that had she just taken a moment. She doesn't speak French. Odette's in her, that means. Is she, like, sharing a body with Odette? Because George is definitely still in there, like, her personality. It's not like Odette is just wearing it. But maybe they're going to start fighting for control of her body and she'll start blacking out like Odette takes over. Ooh, I love this song, and it's such a creepy version of it. I feel like it's like one of those ones like you sing as a kid, you know? Look, she's so happy. She's like, I did it, I did it. Uh-oh. Oh, this song is so creepy. What's opening? Oh, it's not 14 that opened. No, they're all opening. Oh, it's because she couldn't freaking pick the lock. She had to mechanically break the lock or whatever. Which, why do they have keys if it's a mechanized lock? I really don't understand that. Oh, gosh, they're all out now. Oh, poor Hannah. Hannah's gonna want nothing to do with this lady anymore. Like, she was helping her with the Aglaika. She's gonna be like, no, done. Is she asking us? Because I didn't hear anything, but I definitely saw it. Oh, Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. I knew this was going to be the case of, like, just when we get out of one thing, it pulls us back in. And it definitely would have functioned better as a season finale, I think, of being like, oh gosh, now there's all these ghosts we have to deal with when we come back in 3 to 4 months. I feel like going right into the next episode might make it feel a little bit strange, but again, that was totally out of their control, so I'm not going to fault them for that. It's unfortunate, you know, that you don't get to see their full, like, what their intended vision was play out the way it was supposed to. I do feel like even though you knew that, like, stuff like that was going to happen, that, like, they were going to invite some other ghost in, again, I feel like it happened in the most believable way of, like, Nancy already lost so much she wasn't willing to lose another person, even if it meant risking something, and I think she didn't fully, like, consider all the consequences and stuff, because, like, that's Nancy. She dives headfirst into things and then deals with the consequences later. My guess right now is that Odette and George are sharing a body, and that Odette is going to start trying to take control. Similar, I think, kind of to what happened with Tiffany, when, like, if Tiffany had stayed in George's body long enough, she would have taken over. But then I'm also like, would they go down that road again? I just feel like she's going to, like, she was already, like, singing in French, even though she doesn't know French. So I just feel like there's obviously that aspect that Odette is in there somewhere and probably going to wanting to have a body and live again, you know? So not good. But definitely a very good wrap up to it. It was much like Moana with the whole aspect of, like, the, like, good thing being trapped in the bad thing, but also that love was the thing that saved it. Like, I was all for, like, the, like, let's take her down with these points, blah, blah, blah. But I think the message of reminding yourself that everyone is, like, a fully fleshed person, and this woman had everything robbed from her and just became a symbol of rage, but, like, reminding that thing itself that there was so much more to it, that there was love and there was compassion and there was humanity to it before, like, that you can still tap into that, I think was a really great message. And kudos to them for not going down like the, like, we're gonna kill this thing, but, like, we're gonna bring out its humanity and remind it, you know, that, like, we feel bad for it. So I really liked it. I did, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next, since, you know, Nancy made a boo-boo once again. Are we surprised? But anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this pseudo finale down below in the comments, and I will see you guys for the next episode. Bye!